beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Members Night on MME Live. I'm sorry it's a little bit late. My family is driving me insane. With my sister's move. Oh my God, my back hurts. And we have an important topic for tonight. Donovan 2 says Switch 2 is a scam. I don't think so. There's some issues with it, certainly. I do feel like a lot of people are blaming Nintendo for the price, and I don't think that's fair. What are you doing, Isaac? Isaac, I love you, bro. I don't know why you get upset with me. I'm embarrassing myself. I'm not embarrassing myself. The TRADEPOCALYPSE is real. Does that mean, as long as your family's taken care of, as long as you're okay, that's the really important thing. But I'm talking about how this is going to impact physical media. How this is really going to usher in the physical media before the current situation was still going to be around. I do think with it, the longer this goes on, that you're going to, physical media is going to be harder to justify for a lot of companies, especially with the onset of AI and digital. Let's be real. Digital is widely accepted by the consumers, and just to hold on to physical right now with the TRADEPOCALYPSE, yes, that's the first place you're hearing it. It's real. I coined it, but it's a real thing. The TRADEPOCALYPSE is real. It's going to be harder and harder for companies to justify, and harder for consumers to justify physical media. Physical media. Now, I do not, as far as I know, I will do more research on this. I don't think that digital movies and games are impacted by this. New consoles will be. And I do have an update from PlayStation, because a lot of people were saying, this is members night, so the link is in the community section for the members. I don't know if I'm going a full 2 hours because I had a really rough day. Donovan says physical media has been on the way out. The way it was going to be before the TRADEPOCALYPSE, Donovan, is that there was still going to be the niche consumer that still was going to support it. But I think with okay. Purpose here. Hey, Perp, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good, Max. I just had an awesome marathon watching all the horror Popeye films. There's 3 of them that were released this year. I just back to back. A lot of fun for anyone that wants to know. Popeye the Slayer Man is the best one.
Okay, I do want to see it. I have a serious topic. Like, there's some people in the chat that think I'm just doing this for clickbait.
No, I think you're legitimate. I've
coined this TRADEPOCALYPSE. The longer now, it could stop tomorrow. I hope it stops tomorrow.
Sure, yeah.
I hope.
In theory, you're correct. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, but in theory, you're correct.
Physical media.
Yeah.
This is not like the other YouTube videos that were like, "Oh, physical media is dead. Physical media is dead." the margins were small for companies to keep doing this, and it was a dedicated fan base and consumers that were willing to pay the upcharge for physical media.
Yes.
And the funny thing is about this, people are mad at Nintendo and they don't even know yet. Like the video game players, I'm telling you right now, I have an update from Sony. I am prepared for this topic. I have an update from Sony that this is not just Nintendo. Physical games are going to be the same price as Switch 2 games from PlayStation 5 and Series X, the ones that are not in the States right now.
No,
like the games that are ready to release the next few months, they're probably in a stock room somewhere, right?
Sure.
There
was rumors. There was rumors that Grand Theft Auto was going to reach $100.
Well, no,
that goes up.
That was before the tariff stuff.
I know, but does that mean that goes up now too?
Yeah, probably. That
Oh
was because of the cost of development of gaming has like AAA games has increased too.
Well, Rockstar can afford it. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Listen, Isaac, I don't want everything digital. I want options. Options are always better for. Look at me. I want physical media. I've out of my time as a collector, as a nerd, as a movie fan, video game fan, music fan, physically collecting things has really kept me going, because a lot of times when you're done with it, you could trade it in and someone else gets joy out of it. You retain some value. You don't do that with digital games, digital movies. When you're done watching your Vudu or something, it's gone. You're like, who's gonna, or like unfortunately, when someone leaves this earth, when your time is done, what's going to happen with your digital library? Is your family going to sell it off to help pay for expenses? No, it's just going to go into the ether unless you give them your password. That's it. And some of those things could be delisted. But I want to let people know, the video game community know, that Nintendo has certainly made mistakes with the Switch 2 announcement. There are some issues there. But the cost, you don't even know. You don't even know yet. Here is an update from Sony. Let me bring this up. And this really just depends on if it goes long, because they prepared somewhat, Perp. I don't know if you're still there. They prepared somewhat because
I am.
They got stocks. I'll read this. But how they prepared was they knew something was coming. They didn't know how bad the TRADEPOCALYPSE was going to be. Because I don't think I think this is a bipartisan thing. I don't want to go too political. I think a lot of people that voted for the current president did not see this coming, like this intense.
I don't know why. He said it over and over again.
Yes, but lots of presidents have done some.
I think it's because Trumpers, I'm sorry, they're either legitimately stupid.
No. I don't want to do that.
No, I'm going to say it because, come on, he was saying it all over. There's like clips of Kamala saying that if you go through with this, you're going to hit a recession by mid-year.
Yeah,
there's
but
a montage of that. Saying that crap.
But even Biden kept.
So they're either willfully ignorant or they're stupid as hell.
But I don't know. Yes, he said tariffs, but this intense tariffs, I think, caught everyone off guard. If he,
what do you mean intense tariff? He wanted to tariff
like 50,
everyone.
No, the percentage, like 40, 50%. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Kamala did.
Okay.
Kamala.
RJ, get in here. We're talking about physical media in the TRADEPOCALYPSE, and we have an update from Sony because everyone's just mad at Nintendo. I've heard so many people say, well, Sony isn't charging this. Wait till they have to develop a new game that isn't in a store back room waiting for the embargo date for actually to release it. Wait until you get a console, and wait until you try to get Sony's next console or Xbox, Microsoft's next console that's all their parts and are assembled in China or Taiwan. Wait till then. Wait till the current stock of PlayStation 5 Slims, PlayStation 5 Pros, and Microsoft is not going to have this much issue because not many people bought many Xboxes. So there's a lot of Xboxes in the wild. But I'm saying after the current stock depletes, because this is what these planned for. Sony is saying we tried a little bit. We have a lot of stock. in the States right now that may not be impacted by this. So you could buy this now. But if this is a prolonged trade apocalypse and it really goes the long run, if they develop if they run out of stock, what? Hello? My wife's here.
Hi.
Second. Hold on a second.
Hey, RJ.
He's
Hey,
in,
RJ. His wife's there.
he's in trouble.
RJ.
He's in trouble.
RJ, you gotta see Popeye the Slayer, man.
I don't know if I want to.
Oh. We saw another one called Mouseboat Massacre. There's 4 Mickey movies. There's 4 public domain Steamboat Willie horror movies coming out. I've seen 2 already. I got 2 more to go.
All right, my wife nicely interrupted me. She gave me this from she got this from my game. No, Callie, you don't go anywhere near here. I got to hang this up in my game room. The Avengers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm very happy with that. Thank you.
I thought you could put it on the back of the couch.
I can put it on the back of the couch. I'm just afraid that Kelly's going to I'll have to hang it somewhere.
No.
That's awesome.
Put it right there.
The other,
The what?
the other one. Behind you.
Behind? Oh, right here?
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
I have to figure it out. I've got to find somewhere really cool for it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm saying thank you, wife, because I don't put her name.
Thank you, wife.
Thank you, wife. Okay.
Thank you, Max's wife.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with that. We got that today. Along other things with tape hunters. And then we had the talk on the way home. So how much stuff do you have here? Okay. So what was I saying? Sony, after the current stock that's already in the States in storage facilities for GameStop, Best Buy, if they still sell systems, I think they still sell systems, Amazon. If this is prolonged, you are going to see a price. I guarantee you're going to see a price increase for both consoles and physical games.
Yeah, the ESA president said that this was going to happen like a year ago.
Justice for Natasha Tassani.
What do you mean, RJ? Because they knew about the tariff.
ESA president said that if Trump took office and enacted the tariffs that he was talking about, then it would be catastrophic for the video game industry, likely lead to a second crash.
Okay. Here's the caveat.
Thanks, Obama.
I do think that gaming's is gonna survive if listen, I hate to say this, and Rhea just got here, that if it does not impact digital games, I think just more people are going to go over to digital, unfortunately. You know, and if it's physical is going to be even more a hardcore collector.
It's pretty obvious what video games got to do. They got to make movies like Minecraft, so that it's always going to be there. There you go.
But the systems it's themselves, the ones that are not stockpiled in stored in rooms, ready to go, they are going to get an increase. So if you are thinking about getting a PlayStation 5 Pro, an Xbox, get it now while it's in stores. Once that's depleted and they have to do more factory runs, it's gonna go up.
Yep.
The new games that do not have a release date and ready to go and are like already at Amazon, they just can't release them yet.
You know who can help with this?
Huh?
Chicken Jockey.
AI.
Oh.
AI can help with the TRADEPOCALYPSE?
It could.
I don't.
It could.
How?
Well, we ask it. Ask that AI lady you were talking to the other day. Ask her, hey, can you help with this?
Type it in the Grok.
You ask Grok, how can AI help with the TRADEPOCALYPSE?
Yes.
They're going to say, what's the TRADEPOCALYPSE?
Then you explain it to the max.
I just coined the term.
Then you tell them it's a coined term over the tariffs that Trump put under and how it's affecting the video
I think
game
it's
industry.
a very accurate term.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, just type in the Grok. Type in the Grok.
This doesn't mean we're in AI. We're just asking because hello, what do you?
How can
you could have a stupid answer? We judge it by its stupid answer. We're like, look how stupid AI is, Donovan.
So how can AI help with the trade situation
Trump tariff.
with video games or with the tariffs affecting video games.
Watch the AI answer. Give us full control. That's creepy. And it says us. That's how the answer. We could help. Give us full control. Access codes. Government launch.
One post. What's this? AI can play a significant role in mitigating the challenges posed by tariffs on the video game industry, which is in facing increased costs for hardware, software, and physical game production due to Texas unimported goods. Here's how AI can help address these issues.
It only has one thing. Oh, okay.
Optimizing supply chain management. I don't think this is going to help because it's everywhere has a tariff. Okay, let me see here.
Justice for Natasha Tassani.
AI can analyze global supply chains to identify cost-effective alternatives for sourcing materials and manufacturing. For example, predictive analytics. AI can forecast the impact of tariffs on specific regions, China, Mexico, Canada, and suggest shifting production to countries with lower or no tariffs. There's none that no lower, such as Southeast Asia or India, as some analysts have noted companies are already considering. But that's what threw everyone for a loop. Is they knew China was coming. They moved.
So they moved out of China,
and Taiwan got it even more. So here's another thing that really gets me upset about everyone bashing Nintendo right now. They say, "Oh, they just raised their price without consideration of tariffs." I'm like, no, they did put it in there, but they didn't. They didn't think this much, and they thought they were going to get around some of the blunt cost of this by going to Taiwan, right, RJ?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the highest ones. Now I think listen, I'm not happy with the situation. He needs to work with Taiwan first, because if the Switch 2 is just an announcement, and that this is just something that people can point to, just like eggs, as to the moment that the shit hit the fan, and people, if he wants to solve this at all, go to Taiwan first, I think. And across the board, I want resolution for this BS. I don't think anyone's winning out of this. I don't think there's any winners.
What else does AI say it can do?
Reduce production costs. AI can streamline game development, hardware manufacturing processes to offset rising costs.
Technically, that is true.
Automation and development.
So that means just more the game studios just use AI.
Yeah,
well,
you gotta make games for cheaper.
Yeah.
I think it's more doing. I think it's Grok is giving us more responses to like actual development, but physically producing stuff is what I want to. I don't know if there's a way around that.
Distribution, right? Is what you're talking about then.
How could AI help with distribution? Impacting tariffs on video games. Okay, well we get the idea. AI is giving some examples. AI is ready.
We're with
Donovan, AI is ready to help.
I think that this is proof that AI is the future.
I think it's proof AI sucks. It didn't give us any answers. We didn't ask it the right question, to be fair.
Yes.
Well, let's get back to Sony, because everyone is bashing Nintendo right now, and they certainly have made mistakes with the Switch 2. Did
you tell the gamers that Nintendo's Japanese, because they freaking love that shit? They're like, Nintendo's always their savior over there.
Bruce is saying, "What is this crap?" It's a hard talk. I was going to do this for the mic drop on Friday night. It's just, oh my God, my family's driving me nuts with this move.
I'm sorry,
and it is an important topic. Look how many people are here. If you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video. The link is in the community section for the members. If you want to pop in and talk about this, I don't want to be doom and gloom. Look what you've done to my poor little Isaac, Bruce. Isaac is one of my favorite viewers.
You did this to yourself,
and now he's using Bruce terminology to say I am not shut up, Bruce. Thank you, Isaac. I'm not embarrassing myself. This is real. If it ends tomorrow,
the thing is, if it ends tomorrow, it doesn't end.
there's still
Because-
an impact. It's not
No,
gonna be-
because the whole thing is now countries aren't going to trust us if it's like that. Mood swings are going to be like changing the whole industry and changing warehouses and shit every time Trump has a sneeze. No.
Yeah, the thing is,
no one trusts. No one's trusting anything anymore if he's going to be like that. You know.
the reason I am so frustrated is, if anything taught us a lesson from COVID and the pandemic, is we thought things can manage. But during that event, you realized how fragile things are, and supply chain issues and cost and margins of profit for companies and planning, you know? So once we got things figured out again, we have the TRADEPOCALYPSE that is breaking down everything that we regained from the pandemic. Supply chain issues it's a fragile thing to have all this planning, to have all these.
I know this is why the gamers have to rise up. Gamers
don't even know how to rise up. You're all pathetic.
I don't think this TRADEPOCALYPSE is going to impact video games as a whole, just physical media and consoles.
Most depressed group of all.
The ceiling now gone.
No, so fortunately, there's a lot of PS5s and Xboxes already ready to buy. You could get them used. Bruce is here to. Hey, Bruce.
Gamers rise up.
Good evening, panel. Good evening, chat. How are you guys?
Well, hello.
Oh, wow. That's a nice voice there, Bruce. Thank you.
Well,
I'm talking about the TRADEPOCALYPSE, the very real TRADEPOCALYPSE.
TRADEPOCALYPSE? Did you just make that up?
Yeah,
no, people have been saying that all week.
Who is these people? Give me names.
Lots of the people. I can't think of them right now.
Exactly.
Many people.
Yeah, imaginary friends you keep in the base.
Dude, Zeke, I think GTA 6 started.
Are named Max.
GTA 6 supposedly started at $100.
Yeah,
because
it's
of
probably
the
going to
cost more than $100 now.
Yeah, because of the production costs, it's gonna. Yeah, well, it depends if the discs are already pressed and they're sitting. I don't think they're pressed yet. So any games that are not already mastered and going gold is when they go to the factory and get pressed on a, physical card or disc or Blu-ray. Anything
I'm sorry. I would love to see the production costs on those Switch little cartridges. How much does it cost to produce those things?
Aren't the games not even inside those things?
No, I have some I have clarifications on that, and they have made mistakes.
Okay.
They're one thing at a time, everyone.
Go ahead.
So I don't think you're being fair, Bruce. Those are 64.
I just asked the question. That's what.
Those the ones that actually have the game on the cart. I think it costs a little bit more. The ones that are just a key card, the ones that are just a key card. I don't think there's much cost to that at all, because the ones that the companies that are doing that, the companies that are very happy that didn't want to put their games on the Switch 1 for various reasons. So one would be the graphics, they weren't capable of just porting over games. And the other reason, some companies don't want the whole game on the physical media, So that's whether you like it or not, having that key card. I don't like it as a physical media collector, but a lot of these companies like not having the full game on there and just a key to access the download. And that also lowers the cost of what's actually on the card. And it's giving more third-party developers.
If you're still paying the same price for this key card as regular cartridges,
No, you're not. You're not.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I've done some research.
They provide a price chart clarifying all of this.
I've researched a lot of games that are coming to the Switch 2. There's like games that are $40-$50. Those are just the key card games.
And those are pretty much independent games. Those aren't AAA titles.
There's a
Nintendo title.
Listen, Bruce, I can't go through every.
There's gonna be ports and shit.
$50.
No, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not mad at you or anything. It's just hard to think about which games. There's so many varying prices on Switch 2 games. Right.
I'm just asking. Is there a centralized list that they put out with the prices and the games and what company are making the games? That's all I'm asking.
I have to find it on my Twitter feed. I tweet too much, and I have a list.
Are you guys about Nintendo or what?
No, there's a lot of different prices for games. A lot of third-party games that are just the key card. I've personally looked at, like, if I want to get some of these games, the ones that are just the key card and not on the Switch card are cheaper. Now the Nintendo ones themselves, they are on the card, but there's still another problem with them. With some of them.
What are you talking about?
There is another problem with you're making me jump all over. I wasn't ready to talk about that one yet. Let me see if I can find.
I just think a lot of people are making a lot of assumptions.
No,
before the product is even hit.
Hell yeah.
No,
and they should just have a wait and see attitude with this stuff.
No, that's
the only game that's expensive is Mario Kart. It's $80. Everything else is the standard $70.
No, that's not what the internet
Why
does.
is that one 80?
Because they can charge 80, I guess. They really haven't.
Is it that open world?
It's a pretty big game.
It's the most open world thing ever.
Oh, I know.
True to life open world.
Wario 64. Wario 64. Okay, that's who found out. They actually did. Someone contacted Nintendo for clarification.
I'm gonna pay for it. Mario Kart's the only one
But my thing is, until Nintendo puts out an official list, I wouldn't take the word of anyone except for Nintendo from official statement with official prices, and anything that's not official should be taken with a grain of salt.
But people already not in Japanese lied anyway, saying that the games are $90. They're not $90. They're $90 in other currencies, but not US dollars. It's not $90 US. People are lying. It's $90 US.
I'm trying to find where he found out from someone.
I will say this: the stock futures for tomorrow is already negative, minus 1,500.
All right, who's gonna be the brave one to?
Who's ready for that new recession, baby? Let's go.
Who's gonna invest?
Well, while you're looking at that, Max, you mind if I bring something up to show perp?
What should I invest?
Go ahead. I'm having trouble finding.
Should I invest in Warner Brothers now?
I'm not investing nothing.
Yes,
I'm investing.
Yes,
I'm investing in myself.
Like, wouldn't movie studios not be hit with the tariffs because they distribute their movies and shit to like theaters?
I think
like that costs more
just
too.
See, here's my thoughts on that response. Okay, so I don't think as long as people can afford to live and buy all their food and housing, clothing, they'll go to the theaters, and the theater it shouldn't raise the prices of movie tickets.
Well,
but the physical media will.
Location and going to other countries to film movies is going to raise the cost of it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, going somewhere to film, I don't know if that would.
Well, if you're importing stuff that you got to pay for lodging, food, and travel, you're American, you might get an American tax now or American this. You never know.
Let's ask Nolan. Did Odyssey budget go up while he's shooting right now?
Yeah, true.
I don't think like traveling or us as Americans, we're not going to get tariffed. Just physical goods, just products.
Is this what you're talking about, Max?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Physical goods. I wonder if movies maybe it is to invest in movies.
Let me. I'm recommend. I don't do this often. I'm recommending a comic to you guys.
Oh my god!
It's called "I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer."
Oh my fucking god! I want it. God damn it! All right.
This book
I want this.
Amazing. She is a goth loner chick amongst rich bitch girls. And,
I want it.
Stop, Brucifer. Stop it! So hard.
I got it. It's already on my fucking basket. I got it.
Hold up. Hold on to that load.
Whoa.
Let me see that art. All right. Oh my god, is she skinning people? She's hell raising it.
Her clothing that she designs is made from the skin of her victims.
Oh my god!
And she bathes in their blood
because she has to go after like a yakuza to get the tattoos and crap. That'd be so freaking cool.
She's wearing a jacket. I don't show it here. That first guy in the panel on the left, his tattoo is the back of her jacket.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It's a miniseries. So good. 5 issues.
That is so cool. Good. I'm ordering it.
By the way, it's also a miniseries, only 5 issues.
Yes.
So I've got to commit to it.
All right.
Shit. And then I can too.
So, what is this?
What is what? Oh, I thought that was a cool VHS. The blue is beautiful.
It is. It is.
I
cool.
love it. Follows.
You know, they had Terrifier back up on that website for physical release VHS again, and glow in the dark red cassette tapes, and it sold out like that.
Oh man, glow in the dark. I haven't seen that.
I know.
Damn.
I wanted it. I missed it. I can't afford it anyway. Okay, so I did actually find one article about this. So there is actually an update. People have contacted Nintendo about this, about the Switch, the Switch 2 games. RJ, you know about these that are from their enhanced Switch 2. They're Switch 2 edition games, right?
Yeah.
RJ,
are they gonna
you
do
there?
a bundle?
Yeah.
Are they gonna do a bundle for Legend of Zelda? I would
Okay,
love to get Breath of the
so
Wild.
there is really bad news about these specific Switch 2 games.
Why?
Yeah.
What
Why?
it says is only the Switch 1 edition game is on the card, and the extra stuff is still the download. It's like a download key.
But you're still getting a physical copy of the game.
But you could do that with Switch 1. It's the exact same thing that's on the Switch 1 card.
Here's how you solve the problem.
And all the these games are $80.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you
here's what
can't
you
bring
do.
your Switch 1
So literally,
game
here's
over?
what you do. It's quite simple, Max. You buy the Switch 1 game for cheaper. And just
Yes.
pay the extra $10.
Is this going to be the Wii U all over again?
It's $20. It's $20.
People are just confused.
It's not. They haven't
Yeah.
confirmed pricing for the upgrades. I know where you're getting the $20 from.
It's
Well,
$20 upgrade,
because
isn't it?
the game on the Switch 1 is $60. This is an $80 game. That's what I would, that's what I would assume. I just did it.
But they don't. They say about assumptions.
The extras, it seems like it's $20.
It costs $80.
It seems like the upgrade's $20 just because the difference between price between.
Okay, I can get
Mario
Kirby.
Party-
I can get Kirby right now for like $20 or $30.
Yeah, but that's not MSRP what they originally wanted it. They originally
Right,
wanted
but
it at
still,
60.
like these are
Yeah.
older games you could buy for cheaper.
Yeah, like
secondhand.
so for example, the most recent one's Mario Party Jamboree is MSRP 60. To get the
The
Switch
hell is
2
that?
edition, it's the game that's right in front of your face. Oh, you can't
No, I
see.
mean,
I'm sorry.
what is our ARP? Whatever.
Mario Party Jamboree? It's Mario
Oh, okay.
Party.
Manufacturer suggested price.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There we
Oh,
go.
MSRP.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so the Switch 2 edition with
Max
the extra
can't hear
stuff
his own
Oh
farts.
no, Fourth, you're watching
Is-
it without me. Fourth, bad form, dude.
is $80. So the difference there is 20 is what I would assume they're going to charge for the upgrade. But now that you know that there's no, like the actual game on the cart is no difference than a Switch 1 cart, does that impact you wanting to buy the Switch 2 edition? Because you're basically just getting it. You're doing the same thing.
Yes.
You're downloading a game. You're paying $20 extra, and you probably could get the Switch 1 edition cheaper.
Wait, can't you
because-
just bring your Switch 1 game over and just pay for the downloadable content?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm speaking, Bruce.
Oh,
yes.
you could do that. Okay, that's pretty
yes,
good.
yes.
Okay,
but
that's
I'm
a good deal then,
speaking to the
Max.
collectors.
Okay.
This is a collector specific issue that
Oh,
want the
I
full
see.
game, the best version of the game, all on the cart. There's collectors that
So,
want that.
so you're
Sure.
saying you'll never have the full game on the card
Right.
going forward. Okay.
Now that's not true for Mario Kart World or Donkey Kong.
Do you know
And
that
it-
for
and-
sure?
As
Yeah, 'cause
far
that
as I
doesn't
know,
play, those
yes.
don't play on
Yeah.
the Switch. Those aren't going
These
to play
are
on the
for,
Switch,
this
are
is a specific issue with the Switch 2 edition, Switch 1 games that are being reissued on the Switch 2. This is a specific issue for them. Now, the thing that might be something cool to them collectors is even if the extra stuff is not on the cart, you have to download it. It might be a red cart. So people might consider that as a variant of the game because it's a red cart instead of a black cart like Switch 1. And
so
the case.
what about the battery issue?
That's a whole other issue, Bruce. People, I know you
I'm
don't
just asking.
No,
I'm trying to move the conversation along.
Yeah.
But
For
you keep
1080,
stalled.
no, 1080p is going to drain the battery more, along with
the battery
along
is
with
the same as the original Switch.
along
About two-
with yeah, along
Well, it's
with
about 2 to 7 hours depending on the game. The more graphically intense games, obviously, they'll drain the battery faster. But I mean, that's kind of
They didn't adjust for that.
Well,
Why didn't they? Why
it's a
didn't they adjust
double-edged
for that?
sword. If you want
this
to be
is
more
bringing a tear to
powerful-
my eye. Look what you did, Bruce.
I could have swore I saw Angry Joe said that the max is 2 hours on the new one because of the new hardware.
Yeah, that's what I heard
No,
too.
no, no,
Smaller
no.
battery.
Oh,
2
we're
hours.
getting fed
No.
bullshit, Bruce.
2 hours is the minimum.
We're
The
getting fed
maximum
bullshit.
battery life is about 7 hours.
2 hours.
We need to
minimum.
see facts. Facts, people. Facts.
Isaac, I've been playing Mario Kart 8 for 8 years.
Dude, the misinformation is brutal out there. I heard the
That's what I'm
is.
saying. Like, there's so much misinformation out there about this console. What
This
is
is
actually
crazy.
going on? It's crazy.
Well, with more high-end graphics and a 1080p screen, that's going to drain the battery. If it's the same battery, like RJ's saying,
But why didn't they adjust for that? Why didn't they have a boost up
because
version of it
that's probably going to cost more money
for them?
and they're concerned. Nintendo is very
It
rarely
doesn't matter
will lose.
because whatever they price it at, people will buy it regardless.
Did they ever do like the PS Pro thing where they have like the Xbox S? Did they have like a Switch version of that? Where they have like a better
this is almost like it Switch 2's like the X Series X.
Yeah.
And the first Switch is like Series S. So does that impact you at all, RJ? Is that disappointing, or what do you or you don't care?
I'm still buying it regardless. I don't care.
No, I know, but would that factor you into buying the Switch 2 edition of Switch 1 games, or just keep your Switch
I would
1?
probably just buy the Switch 1 version, just buy the upgrade code.
Yeah.
How long does it take to fully charge one of these things?
My Switch now charges pretty quickly. I mean, I've never really had issues.
Oh no, there's no way I'm trading in my new Switch after the announcement, or my old Switch.
Is Bayonetta gonna get Bayonetta 3 getting this? Gonna get?
They haven't said like what all games are getting upgrades. That's what they're getting.
It actually, like Bruce was saying, where's the official thing on Nintendo and the fine print? Some people magnify. I don't have the image here. There's another thing I tweeted out where there's the fine print that says the Switch 1 game is there. And then the download for the extra stuff. It says it on the bottom. I don't have exactly what the fine print is, but yes.
That's it. We get a Bayonetta 3 director.
And RJ was right about something. I'm so shocked that Cyberpunk is actually one that's on the cart. They actually put that and all the DLC.
I joked about that when it was streaming. Yeah.
So actually, I would have to say in that specific situation that CD Projekt Red is better than Nintendo.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be just cheaper to buy the PC copy of it instead of paying $60-$70 for it on the Switch?
You're not thinking about collector minds, though, Bruce. Collector minds, physical media collectors for video games. There's a large portion that want the whole experience on the physical disc or cart. So I'm telling you now, as far as I know, CD Projekt Red put Cyberpunk along with all the DLC. You won't get that on Go. You could get Cyberpunk for $10 on Xbox One or the PS4 or PS5 version right now used, but you're not going to get it with all the DLC on the physical disc.
That is cool.
So actually having all the DLC on one cart without a download, that makes that extremely valuable product.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Mask, especially the DLC, because I heard the DLC. I heard the DLC completely changed Cyberpunk.
And this,
it's a different game because of Phantom Liberty.
If you need proof of this in the retro market, games that actually put stuff on the disc besides like the PS3 and 360 era, those games are so exorbitant price because they have the stuff on there and you don't need a download for it. So yes, I would say, yeah. So Cyberpunk is an shining example of what Nintendo should do. I don't think there's any excuse for Super Mario Party Jamboree or the new Zelda not actually being on the cart if you're going to sell a Switch 2 edition of a Switch 1 game for $80.
Do you think there's like a sub or do you think there's a subconscious thing that Nintendo doesn't want anyone to really own their characters? So it's like, Cyberpunk will give it to you, but like Mario's like, no, we'll rent it to you.
I
think there's something like that going on?
I suspect that there's a lot of people that are just emulating Switch 1 games right now, and I wasn't gonna point to you.
What? I have no shame. I have every Switch game ever made
on your Steam Deck.
On your
Oh,
PC.
on my PC.
So
It's on
I'm,
your Steam Deck.
I'm
possibly.
thinking that along with third-party
Leave my
companies,
Steam Deck alone.
the amount of
That's
piracy,
awesome.
the amount of piracy going on, that I would
Where
assume
is my
that might
Steam
be
Deck? Damn,
that
damn
might
it,
be
Ryan.
that might be a reason that they don't want to put it all on the cart. But then they're doing it for Donkey Kong. But the Switch 2 cards with the Switch 2 games that were not ported over might have different piracy measures on there. I'm sure after these, like, it's been 8 years, RJ, right, since the Switch 1, or 6, 7 years. So
The Switch came out March of 2017.
yeah. So I know specifically Nintendo has gotten even more aggressive towards piracy. And I would assume that some of their strategy is focused on what's going to impact us piracy wise. Because yes, the games get thrown around on the Pirate Bay or wherever right away. Everyone has them on their devices. There's actually people all on X right now. Why would I buy a Switch 2 when I could do this?
So once again,
they're all showing.
Man, yeah,
once
Ray,
again,
I
it's
traded
all
so many
PC
games that I
gamers'
regret
fault.
trading.
PC gamers ruin everything.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. I'm not trading in anything ever again. No, I would say right now,
I've traded so many games I regret trading.
No, I would say stop doing that right now. Stop trading in your physical media for everything, because my speculation is this is actually a thing. The TRADEPOCALYPSE, if this is prolonged and it doesn't stop, the physical goods are going to be rare and rare, new physical goods, and the old ones, forget about it. Like the retro boom was starting to go down. Prices were starting. I've been doing tape hunters for years now. The prices were starting to come down for physical games for like 360, PS4, PS3, Switch 1. They were starting to come back down again. Because of this, they're going to shoot right back up and even higher, is my speculation. So, yes, I would say do not trade in your stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, at least for now, until this is over.
Yeah.
And because we have to see, and I do 100% think that this is going to impact new games, new consoles, and new 4Ks, Blu-rays, CDs. I think vinyl records, I think they actually press vinyl records here. So I think those will be okay. They're going to be the same price, but they're $40 anyway. But anything that's not actually pressed in
maybe
America,
laser discs come back.
No, laser disc is never coming back.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. Man could dream.
What does he say? I'm not trading. I'm keeping my Switch 1. My Switch 1. My plan is to have my Switch 1 be my my handheld that I take with me, like, to the lake and stuff. And my Switch 2 mainly going to play docked.
I have a back roll game in my Switch 1
Yeah,
that never came out anywhere else.
Is there that big of a jump in technology that warrants getting rid of your Switch 1 for a Switch 2?
No, I think a lot of where Switch 2 announcement may have been a disappointment for some people is that for me, when I were saying about a Switch Pro for all these years, I wanted something akin to what Xbox does for backwards compatible Xbox. Like when they did the Xbox One X and the Series X, every game, naturally you get the best version for free and they all look better. That's obviously not what Nintendo's doing. Yeah, you get on Xbox, you automatically get the best version, the best looking, best textures, depending on your console. But
I've never heard that before.
What do you mean you never heard that before?
Basically, the system.
You mean just AI upscaling?
No. Like
No.
what Xbox does, they do something to where whenever you, like, let's say you have an Xbox Series X, it'll automatically download the best version of the game for free.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, if I own, I don't know, The Witcher 3 and I have an Xbox Series X, it'll automatically download like the upgraded version for free.
That's if you're saying if you had The Witcher 3 from Xbox 360?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, automatic free upgrades. I think a lot of people
they continue that now.
Yes. Yeah, they still do that today. Yes.
Oh my God, all the bashing
The Witcher
of
2
Xbox
for 360.
and you don't know this?
I
don't
just
think Witcher
asked
3 came out
a
on Xbox
question,
360.
Max. What's wrong with you getting so
That's why I like the Xbox.
I'm just asking a question. I didn't have I come in hot? No.
Well, maybe that's Microsoft's problem. You didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's called smart delivery. That's what their system's called. It's called smart delivery.
Mm-hmm.
I have Amazon Prime.
That shocked me. So I lost my train of thought. I don't know where
But
I was going.
I think the Switch 2, I mean, it's substantial because it's just a better Switch. It does what the Switch already does, but just way better. I mean, it's a pretty simple upgrade.
There's also the more concentration on multiplayer chat, all that stuff is a huge that's good.
That's also a big thing. Yeah,
the reason I would want one, or the reason I do want one, is the new games and the online functionality with like friend groups is cooler than Xbox or Sony right now. Until Xbox or Sony do something to.
I can't wait for Splatoon 4, man. Make that announcement to Nintendo.
I like the camera that you can have for your friends.
I can finally yell at people in Splatoon.
And I really love the GameCube game library to play those games online. Really cool. So yeah.
I don't know. I think playing online with the Switch, you end up in a lobby with little kids.
I know. I'm gonna yell at all of them.
That doesn't happen.
Get out of here, dirtbags!
Well,
that doesn't happen.
I'm just gonna be yelling orders at them in Splatoon. What are you crazy?
There's a lot of protections in place.
If the parents are on parent controls, that wouldn't happen anyway.
Yeah.
But also, too, the game chat is like you have to initiate it. It has to be, I think, with friends only on your friends list.
I have plenty of friends on Switch.
I at least from what I saw, at least. I don't think it's like you can join any lobby.
No, they always have protections on there because they want that to be a selling point for Nintendo consoles to parents. Yeah, they're very careful with their online.
It seems like a very
you have to have a chat or be on video. You have to be,
get out of here, you little rugrats. Get out.
You're not just going to randomly end up in a room with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember my friend got banned from PlayStation. We were playing Call of Duty. He told some kid, "Why don't you go let your uncle touch you some more?"
Oh my Lord, dude! Call of Duties are the worst. You guys are the worst. Wow. Call of Duty is the worst of the worst. The worst.
It is.
Them and League of Legenders.
All right, so this is the other thing besides video games and movies. This is this is just a look at something coming out. Sonic the Hedgehog Transformers. That's kind of cool. They're creepy.
They look cheap.
Well, the cost of this stuff is going to go through the roof too, because this stuff, toys, collectibles, action figures, are going to go through the roof.
Sonic's car looks pretty dope.
Is
that in the movie?
What about the price of eggs?
Well, eggs actually might go down.
Where's my $5,000 Doge check?
I started running my own. I started running my own chicken farm for my own eggs.
Right, Max. This is all
Some people call me a chicken jockey.
What's that, RJ?
So this is totally all worth it, though, right? If the price of eggs goes down.
No, look. You know how they made everyone tried to make a globalist sound awful. I'm a globalist. I like things from all over the world.
Yeah.
I like collectibles. I like entertainment from all over the world.
American made.
I want to watch fucking Chinese and Japanese
Atari
movies, man. What the hell?
Yeah, so okay, I'm a globalist.
I'm not allowed now.
I want countries to work together.
The shitty sniper
I don't
sequels
want
now for my action crap.
I don't want
American made TV.
I don't want anyone to be taken advantage of, any country, and it feels more like this isn't fair trade. This is us putting our thumb on the scales to be
I gotta watch the SWAT series now.
It's so stupid. They use AI and they messed up the numbers for the tariffs.
Everyone calm down. Don't believe all that. Voltaire, I was going to talk about this with you. You can pop in, Voltaire.
Elon's biggest ball gargler.
Oh, no.
He can't be. Didn't he sell his Tesla? Didn't Voltaire sell his Tesla?
I think he
I don't know. Voltaire, I think this, if you're available, that
the Teslas are growing in popularity that I see more and more every day. I used to see
the ones that said Toyota on the back.
Huh? Cheeseman, you know that's not true.
People are putting different different companies on their Tesla so they don't get destroyed or vandalized.
Even though it's
that'll work. Like they don't stand out from other.
I know. It'll be the one stuck in the 2 inches of snow.
Well, let me see here.
Did you have a show planned out tonight?
I'm very distressed by this. I've been trying not to talk about it. I wish this was not a topic. I do think this is really gonna.
I don't know why you're talking
I
about
gotta
it.
do
You're
like
trying
a
to stress
huge
yourself
run on
out.
all my Japanese movies now, man, on eBay before that shit goes up.
Well, I mean, anything that's in. Here we go. Voltaire. That was not me.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Voltaire.
Hey, Voltaire.
Hello,
What do you think?
Voltaire.
I'm sorry. We were gonna do this project. We were gonna do this topic Friday night, but my sister interfered with her stupid move. It's not done yet. Oh God.
I've
My
only got a short amount of time because I have somebody coming over to visit.
Oh, tell us more.
Willingly?
She's on her way on her own. So yes, I have.
Oh, okay. On a Sunday night. Wow.
You better be taking her to church.
How many cats does she have?
Daddy just wants to get on and calm everybody down. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry so much about everything in the media. This is gonna
get my Switch.
What about the Dow?
The Dow is bad, but trust me.
Don't worry about that.
They know if the Dow is bad at midterms, that it's going to be a disaster for them. The government manipulates the Dow, everybody. Daddy's telling you everything's okay. Daddy doesn't own a Tesla anymore.
Now the government
he owns a lot of Tesla
Why'd you sell your Why'd you sell it?
Because it wasn't sexy enough for Daddy. Daddy wanted the sexy car.
Okay.
Wanted the top down.
But you own Tesla. Okay, Voltaire. I'm very happy you're a calming voice, and I
need my Switch to go down in cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it doesn't happen, will you pay for RJ's Switch?
No, he's
fine.
Everybody
needs to suck
confirmation
off
for Voltaire.
the American market. They are not going to allow this to happen. Everybody needs us, no matter what they tell you. That Canada can mess with us. All these people. Everybody needs America. We are the number one consumers.
But
we
my
don't need
Nintendo
anybody else.
Switch is costing a lot of money, Voltaire.
But no, but okay, so for necessities, I agree with you, Voltaire.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be $3.99.
But for
how much was it?
This Tradepocalypse is destroying physical media for collectors, Voltaire.
How do you figure?
What?
It's going to be destroying these movies and games pressed on discs and carts.
Well, the physical. I think Max has a point there. I think it's going to affect that part.
Physical goods that aren't necessities, you know, because
I'm not much of a physical. I watch a lot of movies digitally.
You said,
now
Voltaire,
anyway,
that America is one of the biggest consumers.
No, stop. Not one of the biggest consumers.
The biggest.
No, not the biggest. The consumer. People make things for America.
We are Walmart of the world.
We are. People make things for us.
Yeah, the Americans look like they're from Walmart. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I've been to Disney World.
We are.
It's like Wally. It's like Wally with all the wheelchairs.
I'm not saying it's not going to be bad, but everybody, the stuff, the hype. Don't believe all the hype, everybody.
Okay, but Voltaire,
I don't believe you, accountant guys.
How are you so calm? You've got to have lost some money. I know you got.
God, if you looked at my stock portfolio the last week, you would cry for me.
Then why aren't you?
Argentina.
Because I'm cool, and you know what Daddy's doing next week?
Because he had a girl coming over Sunday, so he didn't get shit.
Daddy is buying more stocks next week while there's blood in the streets. Everybody.
Oh my God!
Financial advice, but that's what Daddy's doing.
That's what I said. I said, should I invest in Warner Brothers right now?
No, not Warner Brothers, for God.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Speaking of Warner Brothers, what is the thing on Twitter where, my God, they did the Superman trailer, and the very next day, Warner Brothers stocks plummeted. Using that narrative that every stock hasn't plummeted. What is going on Twitter?
I got.
I know. People are acting like there wasn't major tariff news that caused the entire market to go down, but they're blaming on the Superman sneak peek for why Warner stock is down.
It's gonna turn to the Dow's down because of Superman.
Sean, to Sean Hickman, I understand what you're saying, buddy, but listen, what is Canada gonna do if they cut the electricity off? They don't have anything in that country. They need our money. They need the money for that electricity. They ain't cutting nothing off. Trust me. It's all bolstering. The problem is everybody hates him, and he's a loudmouth, and he's dumb for telegraphing his moves. So every leader has to act tough, or else they're going to look like they are backing down to him.
China doesn't need us.
Also, Canada is very.
So China, sorry, Perp. China, we owe China so much money. What happens if we go under, Brucifer? What happens to that debt? Does China want us to go under? No, they don't. China stole all our manufacturing. China,
they'll just swoop in
China
and buy
and
everything
Russia
up.
are getting ready to like bite us so freaking hard, and if we're not,
They want us to live forever, so we have to pay them and all that interest.
Okay. I'm not saying there's not going to be some pain. I'm just saying, everybody,
A lot of pain.
if you don't think that by the time the midterms come around, that the stock market turns around, Daddy's not so worried. So you shouldn't be worried either.
I'm
Well,
not
you
calling
should
you
be
that.
worried.
Just
If
give
you're
me the
working
list
for
of what should I invest in. Okay,
You're working
asshole?
for a company that they're going to have to start laying people off to cover their bottom line, and be profitable. These layoffs are coming.
Oh God, Joe's here.
Also, with the whole Canada thing, like Canada knows New York is liberal as hell and did not vote for that
Joe,
asshole Trump, and Trump would definitely love New York to suffer. So I don't think Canada's going to.
That's a good point too.
Hey.
How's it going, Joe?
All right. How are you?
Oh, we're just having a nice
Why is
calm
Warner Brothers
discussion
doing
about
this?
the TRADEPOCALYPSE.
I'm very optimistic.
Good for you.
We're
Buy
seeing-
some boo.
We're seeing
VOO.
we're seeing people really, really start to reject this, and that's a good thing.
Voltaire said
Reject
everything's
the
gonna be
reality?
fine. Just ride it out. It's all going to be okay.
Well, it'll all be okay because it's all going to come crashing down because because the people
All right.
the people aren't going to accept it, and we see
Yeah,
that. We
the
see
people
that
will
this
gamers,
weekend.
like gamers, right, RJ?
Right. What do you call it? The
Gamers will
Congress,
rise up.
From their mother's basements.
RJ's the leader. You
Exactly.
Can tell by his voice.
Let's face facts. Trump is a complete and total piece of shit. He's not going to change his ways, but the Congress is going to see the writing on the wall, and they're going to see, hey, our constituents don't like this. We're not going to get reelected, and we're going to start seeing the Congress fighting back.
Oh, you think there's going to be elections? That's so cute.
So that's Joe's saying basically what I said, that because of the midterms, they're not going to allow this to keep going. Everything's going to be fine. Checks and balances, everybody.
Yeah.
I've heard that for years. I'm
Checks
done
and
with. I'm done.
balances.
I'm
Didn't
done.
the Supreme
with,
Court say that the
I-
president could
I am-
pretty much do anything as long as it's under
I
like?
am done with.
Yes.
I am
Yes,
done
sir.
with. I am done with people.
Checks and
saying
balances my
checks
ass
and
anymore.
balances. No one. There's no one check. There's
Supreme
people
Court said he
checking
could do whatever
and
the fuck he wants.
and he
Well,
ignores
that's
them.
the
supposed
checks
to
and
work,
balances
guys.
only
That's
work
supposed to
if
work.
the people who have the power
He ignores
are creating
them.
the checks. And
Who's
and
going
they
to
work.
enforce the court's rulings?
That's
I
the
guess the
problem.
No
president.
They work.
Well, it's supposed to be the
And-
president
but now
that
they're going
enforces
to.
the rulings.
Exactly.
All right, I'm
But-
okay. I'm sorry, Voltaire. I'm very
Guys,
upset
look to
this
Canada. They're our
weekend.
friends.
I'm not going to Canada either.
Why?
I'm
It's
going to
awesome.
Canada.
Dude,
Canada
Canada.
is better.
If-
Please go live there for 5 years and then see. And don't, you're not allowed to come back though.
I'm
But
going
go
to
live
New
there for
Zealand.
5
I've already
years,
planned it
see
all
if
out.
it's
New
right.
Zealand, and they'll accept me.
CJH, the cost of stuff is there is really high already.
Yeah.
It's like, and CJ, I asked CJH where's the cool stores and stuff, and he's like, "There's nothing here."
It's just like my
He
couch.
lives
It's
like
like,
in an
"Here's my
island.
couch."
Of course, there's nothing there.
There
He
is
doesn't
stuff, dude. Dude, Canada has some of the best film festivals in the world.
Okay.
Montreal, Fantasia.
I'll wait there all year for the film festival and pay all.
Well, there's film festivals all throughout the year.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
am. Thank you, Voltaire, for stopping in. I am worried about this next week. I think
Well,
this
it's gonna
next
be
week's gonna be
bad.
brutal.
It's going to be bad. But if you have any money, everybody, not financial
gone.
advice, not
No,
financial
just
advice,
leave
you have
it.
any
You don't
money
touch it.
from somewhere, open a Robinhood account, just buy an S&P 500 index. There's going to be blood in the streets. This is when people get rich. Buy something called VOO. If you know nothing else, VOO. That's all you got to do.
John Vu.
500 index. It invests in the top 500 companies in the United States, and you will be thanking Daddy.
Oh my God.
I'm never calling
Oh
you
my
daddy.
God.
Never
Yeah,
calling
stop
you
that.
daddy.
RJ's buying stock on GameStop. RJ, don't do that. Can you
No,
stop
don't.
doing the GameStop
Okay.
meme?
Daddy's
Thank
got a visitor, so I have to go, everybody. Thank
Bye.
you so much. All
I,
right.
Remember,
I just
nobody-
want I just want my
Run.
prices to go down.
All right,
RJ,
thanks,
stop buying GameStop. stock. That shit's done.
Listen,
I know someone that made a lot of money on the
all
GameStop.
well and good. What Voltaire said for people that make six figures and above on their own stuff, companies,
For freaking
business, or
badairs.
whatever. But for people that are living paycheck to paycheck, making minimum wage in some of these states where minimum wage is still $8, which is insane, you should be worried because your job is in jeopardy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but if you do
But I gotta tell
he's
you,
not
you
wrong.
You should have been more worried last week than this week, though. Last week things were bleak. Last week things were bleak because the Republicans were all being compliant and going along with Trump. But this week it's gotten so bad. He's lost Fox News. Fox News is against him. The tide is turning. The people see the writing on the wall and they're like, we can't go down the Trump road because he's gonna ruin us.
RJ, did you fall asleep?
This week
Is RJ breathing through his mouth? What the?
Sorry,
I thought you fell asleep.
He's just like.
Oh my god! I thought I was watching the Superman trailer.
sorry.
No,
By the way,
No,
I just got out of Hell of a Summer. I saw Hell of a Summer.
Was it disappointing? You sound disappointed.
It's disappointing. I mean, it's not.
I'll probably like it.
I give it like 2 stars. It's okay.
You like it better than Death of a Unicorn?
Yeah, it's definitely better than Death of a Unicorn.
Oh, I love
but
Death of a Unicorn.
Damn it, man! Homer was really looking forward to that one. This sucks.
The problem is it leans so heavily into comedy, and it's not funny.
Oh, that's great.
It's just not funny.
The trailer was
Those
funny
are the
to me.
worst. Oh, actually, our opinion on comedy is so different, and you didn't think Honora was funny either, right, Joe?
No, I didn't think Honora was funny at all.
I loved Honora. Okay.
I watched half of Honora. I got to the part that's infamously shown online, but that's not why I stopped. No. That's not why I stopped.
Get to the home
invasion.
invasion.
But I was interested. Oh man,
what is the part that's infamously shown online? I've seen the movie and I have no idea.
Okay, Joe, you don't know what we're talking about. Sure.
No, Max, explain to him.
What
part
part of that
infamously shown
movie?
online?
What part of that movie do you think that a bunch of gooners? I know it's a new word you just.
There's like 80 sex
would like
scenes.
to
I don't
see?
know.
Was it the home invasion scene?
God damn it! I didn't know there was a home invasion. Now I do.
So that's like the most famous scene in the movie, probably.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass
the
off, dude.
striptease. The striptease.
Which one? There's like 80.
Yeah, I told you there's so much shit going on in that movie.
Detail, Max.
I only got to the first one. It's good to know there's more, I guess.
Max, finish the movie. And hey, what happened to Challengers? How'd you get to Honora before Challengers?
I got interrupted. I watched half the movie, and you know what? I fell.
This sounds super gooner. I'm sorry. Why weren't you watching Challengers?
I know he got to the first 50s and
yeah, and he stopped after that scene.
I stopped watching after I finished. I mean,
yeah,
I had to do
that's
something.
how you treat porn, dude.
I was actually interested in the
Who
story.
finishes the porn?
I
Yeah,
that's an Academy Award-winning movie, bro. You
respect
respect that movie.
I kept watching the same part over and over.
Why didn't
That's
you
my
watch
favorite
Challengers? Why are you
scene.
watching Honora before Challengers?
I didn't even finish Daredevil yet. I have a problem finishing. Okay.
Oh my God! Stop it!
I
Is
would,
that why you're watching porn?
I would definitely say Honora.
Is that why you're watching porn? Because you have trouble finishing?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a busy.
I don't know. I'm
a busy man. You see how much my family interrupts
He's a
my
busy
life.
man. He has Superman to complain about.
You can only go
no, not even Superman. The marketing.
I did it. I got Disney Plus again, and I still haven't got past episode 2 of Daredevil.
What happened to Challengers, man? I really want to see Rocky, man. Come on, why are you doing this?
I will try it this. My sister's moving. I still have to. I have to go back tomorrow night.
I'm messing with you, Max. I don't want to mess with you.
This is the longest move in history, I swear.
Max, I love you, man.
They were
Max,
not prepared.
Max, you're a good guy and you're a beautiful person.
You're not missing much on Daredevil. This season is a slog, man.
I agree.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but like the show hit the Nielsen ratings. It's not on the Nielsen whatsoever. The viewership is so low it can't make Nielsen at all.
So Acolyte is like everyone was way too
hard.
Everyone was way too hard on Acolyte, right, RJ? In terms of the ratings and stuff.
Well, you know what? It's come out that there's this huge demand for season 2 of Acolyte. There's been a lot of articles written on it.
I don't know if there's a huge demand, but there's definitely a
no,
following.
really, there's been a lot.
I think I said it from the beginning. I think Acolyte's going to get a cult following. Like it seems like it's gonna.
First of all, it came out. It was the second most viewed show on Disney Plus last year.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God, dude, it's so good. I don't understand why people hated it, man. That sucks.
Honestly, the answer was so
Thanks,
obvious.
RJ.
I don't understand how Disney's so dumb they couldn't see the answer. They
probably saw the tariffs coming.
Well, the problem wasn't the viewership. The problem was the budget. So lower the goddamn budget. That's what Superman did. Superman was like, "Oh, we want to come back for season 4." But they go like, "Well, lower the budget." They go, "All right, we'll lower the budget."
Yeah, that's what Walking Dead did, infamously. The season 2 budget was like completely
also,
cratered.
They didn't have season 2 greenlit, so doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with the ending of it. Actually, it's like it ended with Yoda. I know what happens with Yoda. I'm good. It ended.
And who's not to say in a few weeks at Celebration we get an announcement of a new show with May and what's his name?
The Stranger.
Yeah, the Stranger.
Stranger.
It doesn't have. She's not an Alkalite anymore, is she?
No, there's no outcast anymore. Is that what an Alkalite is? An outcast?
Just give it a different
No,
title.
it's like a student.
I actually have some news about Star Wars Celebration. This is
Okay, I gotta go to sleep though.
You gotta stay for this,
dude.
RJ.
Come on, man. You gotta sleep on air. That's hilarious. I had Fourth do that at my stream. That was
You don't
awesome.
want to see this news from Star Wars Celebration,
dude. Fourth snores like this.
He needs a CPAP machine. He was like stop breathing.
Fourth, I'm calling you out. Where you
breathing
at?
was stopping at some points.
Who?
I don't think you were
Fourth.
Oh,
Fourth.
He snores wild.
Yeah, he needs a
We
CPAP
probably
machine. He should do a sleep study.
Yeah, we thought Fourth died on the stream.
Okay. Take care of yourself, Fourth. I got tested for sleep. I do have it, but I don't use my machine. It's a mild case. It's not like
so does Jarbo.
string. Okay, thank you for that.
I don't know. You guys have a lot in common.
I texted this to Max. Max
What's
knows
the
the
Star
answer,
Wars
but
I
Celebration
love you, Max.
news?
I really do, man. You're awesome.
All right, the food drink menu
I texted
from
What?
Star Wars.
How is this important?
I'm trying to go to sleep and go to work.
What is this?
Hey, stay awake, RJ.
This is the first Star Wars Celebration 2025 news we have.
Oh my God!
All right,
Light
good night,
and
guys.
dark.
Bye.
This is why
dark.
never mind.
Light and dark Inari sushi. What is this? 900 yen?
Yeah, I don't know what the F are we looking at here.
Forbidden Love onigiri. That's bad.
Forbidden Love.
Jar Jar Main.
Jar Jar Men, even better.
Jar Jar
I
Man,
like that. Jar Jar Men.
That looks horrible.
Dude,
I don't
I'm a
know.
Jar Jar Man. Are you a Jar Jar Man?
Wookiee yakisoba. That's
What the hell
like
is that?
That's the biggest.
Is that a hash brown? What the F is that?
It's just noodles.
Oh,
It's just
Okay.
noodles with a
and what's the other thing then?
Chuba-
Spaghetti? They give you Japanese spaghetti, Chinese spaghetti? What is this?
It looks like there's some hair on top. It's gross. Wagyu speeder skewer. Wagyu.
That's awesome. Yo, this is actually awesome.
Grogu's delight.
Okay.
Oh, it says what it is right here. Chicken wings and fried chicken. Let me read the
Yeah.
noodles. So the Wookiee yakisoba is noodles, pork, bean sprouts,
Uh-huh.
wood ear mushrooms, yakisoba
Oh, you
sauce,
should have got Brian
grilled
for this. Brian's a
Yeah.
foodie.
Grogu's delight, chicken wings and fried chicken.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a number 4.
It's a trap, takoyaki.
Takoyaki. They should have called it takoyaki trap. Come on, guys.
Tatooine warabi mochi. Ooh, I like mochi.
Mochi. Mokai.
Droids Manaka.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, here we get to we get boba tea.
Blech.
Kylo Ren boba tea.
That's
Look at
disgusting.
that.
Kylo Ren. No acolyte characters, huh?
That's stupid. It shouldn't be Kylo Ren boba tea. It should be Boba Fett tea.
Boba Fett.
It says iced coffee right there. Where'd
Yeah,
you
there's
get
no
boba?
Bubba. Where'd you get the Bubba from?
Where'd you get boba from?
With coffee jelly. I thought it was boba tea. Oh, iced coffee. Okay.
Oh my
Oh, okay. See,
Wow.
now
Thinking of someone else?
Yeah,
This
if
is
you're
why
gonna do
Max
boba
spreads
tea,
misinformation.
Oh man, thank God RJ wasn't
Yeah.
here for this one.
If you're doing boba tea and don't go Boba Fett, it's right there. It's right there.
Yuzu
Joe's actually
soda,
offended.
Ray, refreshing and sweet Japanese citrus soda with rosemary.
Oh, I love rosemary.
Matcha
I'll have a
latte,
Ray.
Yoda, ice milk tea. That's boba tea there.
Ice
Sweet
milk tea is
stylish.
boba tea?
That's what boba tea's like with tea with milk and stuff. A lot of it, yeah.
Is it?
Boba
Is
tea
it?
is the resource, man. Boba tea is the resource. If you know what that means, good for you.
Tea,
If
milk,
you don't know what that
nice.
means. You don't know what that means. I'm
Hey,
ashamed
what's
of
that sesame shake? What's in the sesame
Mace
shake for
Windu.
Mace? No, but,
Black sesame ice
Mace
cream.
Windu's not in the shake, Max.
Black
Bird.
sesame paste, milk and ice.
Big
That's
Bird's
the
in
end.
the Big Bird's in the sesame shake.
No, this is cool, RJ.
Monaco
I disagree. I think
Droids,
this is
Monaca,
cool. This is fun.
Monaca wafer and red bean paste.
Especially the Japanese when they do those little like they have like cafe openings
This
or like
has Kathy Kennedy written
they have
all
certain
over it.
restaurants that sort of take over. They have themes of animes and stuff. They always have really cool stuff like this. So this is I find this interesting.
Is
fun.
this overpriced?
I don't know.
What's 1,000 yen?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is
The
it even
dollar's,
yen?
the
I thought
dollar's
this was in
crashing.
Japan.
So by the time you get
Is
to
yen in
sell,
Japan?
Yeah, that's where they're holding the convention.
Yeah.
1,000 yen. Let me see what that is to USD.
About $10, $8.
What is what's Chinese
$10.
currency called? I thought that was I'm so lost. I gotta pay attention.
It says about like $7. By the time after the TRADEPOCALYPSE,
Can we order anything and
Uh,
ship it over? I'll pay for the shipping. If we do it, would you do it, Max?
you can't. I'm not ordering. Star
I could
Wars
hire
Celebration.
I could hire a guy and he'll get it and he'll put it in a bag and ship it.
Yeah.
Would you eat it with me? Not just
Sure.
stare at it, eat it.
Sure.
Not just stare at it, eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Okay.
I'll eat it.
Cool.
So our pal Rhea and lots of people are going. She's going to see Minecraft. People are seeing Minecraft. Joe, did
The
you see
world-
Minecraft?
No, I saw Black Bag, Hell of a Summer, and tomorrow night I might go see The Friend.
The Friend. Okay.
Well, there. No one movie theater. The cops had to be called.
Yeah, I hear it's
Yeah.
a good show. I hear like the people. I read that one of the things going on is people keep getting up and giving speeches before the movie.
Oh, really?
What the F?
You have to know
You can do
Minecraft.
that?
There's like inside jokes to Minecraft. I don't know why.
You could do
It's
that?
called-
Can I do that for a movie?
Yeah, like one YouTuber said this must be like an orchestrated thing because what would make people in random theaters all decide like, oh, we should get up and give a speech before the movie?
I don't.
They
know.
do that in the Arclight in California. They always have to have a one of the attendees to do a presentation before the movie. They do that classy shit in LA.
Yeah, it sounds like a shit show. It sounds worse than Five.
Oh
Nights
my
at
god.
Freddy's.
Yeah, it does, dude. They're getting worse out
But it's
there.
good for
Five
the
Nights at
theater,
Freddy
though.
was the prototype.
It's good for the theater.
Oh
though,
my god, when
Joe.
the Fortnite
no.
movie comes out, bro. When the
No.
Fortnite movie comes out, I am definitely going to the theater.
I
for
don't
that.
like Minecraft.
Holy
I don't
shit.
care about Minecraft, but I'm not upset that it's a big success.
I'm gonna go to when the Fortnite
No,
movie
Max,
eventually
that's
comes
not
out.
the
I'm going to
point.
the theater with a hazmat suit, and it's gonna be oh my lord.
Yeah, Max, that's not the point. This is terrible for theaters. It's
Why?
good that people are buying tickets, but if people get up and act like an asshole and make it that nobody wants to come back to the
And
theater,
turn it to Circus Olay with
yeah, when
short
the
bus
police have
edition.
to show up, and the police are coming to the theaters because people are being so disruptive. That doesn't make the people who called the police. You think they're going to go see the next movie? They're going to be like, "Holy shit! Last time I went to the movies, the police came." That's not good. It's good that people are buying a ticket, but they got to
The
learn how
more
to behave
people they come,
themselves.
yeah, I wish everyone behaved themselves, but the more people come back to the theater,
And none of
just
them
be
are
more
willing to
assholes.
explain that chicken jockey joke to me. Not one. They're assholes. They're
I
all
don't
little
get that.
assholes.
I don't get this chicken jockey stuff. I don't get it.
I don't get the joke. Have you
I
seen
feel
the clip?
so old.
Because the
No,
guy
I-
rides the chicken in the movie.
No,
One of the characters.
Okay.
No, but the thing is, everyone's going crazy when the words are said, not when he shows up. It's like you see the chicken jock. Why aren't they going crazy when you see the chicken jockey? Why are they like, you know it's coming? You see it right there, but they wait for it to be said. It's like, if I was a fan, I'd already be going crazy when I saw Batman come in, not waiting. Oh, it's Batman. You know what I'm saying? You saw Batman come in. That's when you go crazy. Not you don't wait for someone to say it's Batman and then you go crazy.
Batman.
Like that's such a weird. Like I need someone to explain that to me, and no one will. No one. None of them. They're all little assholes. They keep it to themselves.
I mean, that's what's funny about it. There's a jockey.
I think
on a
we should
chicken.
send Perp.
But why didn't they laugh? Then Max, then why don't they laugh when there's a jockey on the chicken? Then, if that's what's funny, why don't they laugh? Why don't they go crazy when they show it? Why do they wait for someone to say it and then they go crazy?
Anthony Cheeseman says meme culture saved Minecraft.
It sounds like it's a ripoff of Joust. I mean,
I still don't like.
Did a chicken instead of an ostrich, but
I still don't like this image of Corn Sweat Superman screaming.
Are we going back to that again?
I don't like it, Cheeseman. I don't like it. Shout out to Val Kilmer. What's Val Kilmer's best performance? And
Tombstone, it's done.
Real genius. Real
genius.
Real genius.
Real genius.
Doc Holliday forever.
I love that.
All
movie.
right. Well, chat.
Everybody wants to rule the
Okay. Well, here's the list: Top Secret, Real Genius, Top Gun, Willow, Kill Me Again. The Doors is pretty good too.
I never saw the Doors, but I heard he
Tombstone.
I'll
Batman
give an honorable
Forever,
mention
Heat.
to True Romance.
Heat.
True Romance gets an honorable
Oh,
mention.
Elvis. That's right. He was Elvis.
I like you, Clarence. Always have. Always will.
Always will.
Island of Dr. Moreau, The Ghost in the Darkness, The Saint, At First Sight, Red
Man,
Planet.
True Romance is so good. I want a weird movie like that in an action. I want weirdo action movies like that again, where like the
MacGruber,
main character speaks to a
Felon.
dead Elvis.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is his best performance. If it's
Oh,
not Tomb Raider. Gay Perry is a classic character. People like reference him all the time.
Max, do you have True Romance on VHS?
I just picked it up today.
Oh, there you go. Luck you,
You
Clarence.
did for real?
Yep. I was like, oh, Val Kilmer, I got to get.
Oh
this
yeah,
thing.
MacGruber, dude. He actually gave like an awesome performance in MacGruber, where you feel like he was actually acting, like he wasn't treating it
man.
as an SNL skit. That's what made MacGruber fucking genius.
I've never seen.
Him and Ryan Phillippe, like they were treating it like a real movie, and I was like, I respect, bro.
I
All right, we'll
slept
see what you.
at one of the filming locations for True Romance.
Oh, people said Tombstone. Doors.
Yeah, Doc
Kiss,
Holliday.
Kiss, Bang Bang.
Kiss, Gay Perry.
I really want to find Heat on VHS. I don't think I have that one.
That's a double tape, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think that's a double tape.
so.
That's a long movie.
I've never seen
So-
Real Genius. I like Ghost
So here's
Starship.
a-
Top Gun.
Here's a question for you. I already told Max. I texted Max, so don't answer Max. Look for the other guys. I got the last DVD out of the Redbox last night, and I counted how many movies I got out of that Redbox. How many movies do you think I got out of the Redbox?
What do you mean you got? Like you're keeping them?
Yeah, well, I'm giving them out. I'm going to be.
Can I have them? What can I have?
He's giving them to me. Stop it.
I asked for your.
I watch movies, bro.
Why do you think I asked for your mailing address earlier today?
I watch. You know how I saw 4 movies today. I saw 3 Popeye movies and a Screamboat movie. All right. Justice for Natasha.
Why do you think I asked for your mailing address earlier today?
Oh, I love you, Crazy Joe. Thank
All
you.
right. But how many movies do you think I got out of that machine?
20.
Oh, you're not even close.
Oh my God, it's in the hundreds.
250.
Oh my God.
What?
I emptied it. I emptied it. I'm gonna.
You paid for it or no?
No, they're giving the disc away. The thing's not hooked up. The discs are just coming out, and the thing's gonna get hauled away.
Lucky asshole.
No, it's gonna get hauled away as junk. So I emptied the discs, and now
I gotta look for red boxes.
I'm gonna rehome them. I'm gonna donate some to the drive-in. I'm giving some to you guys. I'm gonna put some up for my viewers.
Yeah, give me the horror ones and
but
the girls with guns. Anything with a cover is a girl with a gun. Give it to me. Max, I'm taking all the girl with guns in one.
No, I said I was getting those.
No, but you never called the girls with the gun one.
I've been asking for these red box. I'm like, none of them, the red box in my area are doing this. They're gone already.
I'm only sending Max movies I think he'll complain about.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, he's getting stuff like Thor.
Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, the Scooby Doo series.
Maybe Venom.
Slither, Super. What else? What else we got there? Venom 3.
I got
Rebel Moon.
Part 2 only.
There's a lot of stuff you've never heard of. There's a lot of stuff where you're like, what the hell's this?
Oh, not me. I bet I've heard of them.
I gotta say, I don't follow Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers anymore, but this is kind of funny.
What, we did it, boys?
No. I walked out of the Minecraft movie, and then someone he's getting roasted on Twitter. You're in your 40s, dude.
No, it's even better. The title of that was "We Did It, Boys" movie, and he had he actually accomplished
Walked out
something.
of Snow White.
Yeah, and it was "We Did It, Boys," which was the funniest shit he could say.
If he's trying to take down the Minecraft movie, he's going to try to do that as like his next thing.
Oh, he knows it. No, I made a tweet about that. I goes, did everyone laugh everyone laugh at Critical Drinker because he said Minecraft was going to be disastrous because of the freaking pink jacket?
Yeah,
they're going to flip now. They're going to be like, "Oh, you see, it was a success because it wasn't."
He's actually being really good. Yeah. He's actually being a really good YouTuber with this title because all the people that are rapidly seeing Minecraft are going to click on us. You idiot! You're 40, and then he gets the instant engagement money. So he's actually smart doing it like that.
What are you talking about? That's not the correct title.
Sure.
It's
It's really smart that the village idiot acts like the village idiot, and everyone calls him the village idiot. Yeah, he's getting
Isn't that the same post he did for Snow White?
Probably.
Max
yeah, somebody edited it.
See, Max has given up the game. This is what Max does when he puts those infuriating titles that are complete bullshit.
Yeah, Max.
He knows what he's doing.
Oh my god! My titles are authentic.
Yeah.
My opinions are authentic. I have never seen.
No, they're authentic, but I don't think you. Sometimes like I said, the marketing, the Superman marketing thing.
See, Max recognizes that Kathy Kennedy's the queen, and he's like, I know she's the queen. I know she's wonderful, but I'm going to go for the clickbait title and be like, Kathy Kennedy kills puppies again.
I never used that one, but I will. I'll do that again. I'll do that again. That's the next
soy latte.
That's the next title of my stream. Kathy Kennedy's kills puppies again, because people are like, again.
I out of morality, I cannot show up in that stream.
I'm only titling it because of Joe.
Well, that's why I was giving Max a hard time because Max did that video the other day that was like such bullshit.
No, Kathy didn't kill it.
You did that stupid video where you're like Warner Brothers failed at CinemaCon. They didn't give us anything, and they
Max,
barely anything.
Max doesn't understand CinemaCon.
Max.
Here we go.
It's not E3, Max.
CinemaCon. I know what CinemaCon is intended for. Theater owners and distributing movies.
Give yourself a solo, bro.
But there's also a PR aspect. That's why they invite social media influencers, and all kind of articles get written about the presentation from each studio. Warner Brothers did not have an amazing presentation for the studio.
They didn't want to overdo it because they overdid it the time before.
Social media influencers.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. No,
they
don't.
Chris Gore was there.
Chris Gore paid for a pass. John Campea pays for a pass. You can pay and go to CinemaCon.
You can pay. Anyone can pay.
Okay, whatever. There's still all these articles.
That's not
no, and because they pay for it, all these YouTubers are paying for it. They're expecting a show for them and you, which is not the case.
There's still a social media aspect part of CinemaCon. It's still an event. It's the main purpose.
You're wrong and you're doubling down, Max.
The main I'm not wrong. The main purpose. The main purpose is the main purpose.
Nerd culture, I hate it.
Is to.
I agree with the tariffs now.
Work with theater. With theater owners for distribution and say, wow, Warner Brothers has a great slate. I'm premiering I'm gonna reserve my most important screens for Warner Brothers because their slate is the best. Right. Or Disney is the best, or Sony's the best. And there's also PR aspect
the
to it.
theater, dude, they already know they got Superman. They don't need Warner Brothers.
And they showed an extended preview of Superman that blew the crowd
the theater
down
knows exactly
what they got because they didn't get to see it.
The theater doesn't need to be.
The people in attendance saw it, and they were impressed.
You're assuming that that's where I'm getting my response from. I looked at a lot of people on social media that were there that said it only showed a little bit more of Superman, and it was in a montage of all Warner Brothers.
No,
and it was not...
they showed the same thing that went on to the theaters a few days later. They saw that first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more.
A lot more. They showed an
Max,
entire
it's
scene
not
of the
for us,
movie.
Max. Come on,
They
man. It's
showed
not for us.
Well, it was
It's for
for us
the
a few days
and the
later.
theater already knows. This is like the theater already knows what Superman's gonna do. They know what Superman's gonna do. This has been very precise
Okay,
marketing.
I think the movie's going to be great. I think you really
No,
need
no,
to break
not
down-
that's not what I said. I said what it's gonna do. They know more or less what they have.
The reason I'm harsher on Warner Brothers at CinemaCon is they have.
We know why.
No, you didn't even let me finish. There's not a lot of events before Superman's release. There's the Comic-Con is after Superman releases, so it would be great to get a really strong push at a huge event. Besides just having James Gunn,
that messed up they think they messed up the Flash. They think they messed up the Flash.
You're assuming this is your headcanon.
Yep.
Also,
because everything failed so historically after that CinemaCon.
You think and assume as to why the marketing is a little bit more reserved.
No,
you have no.
The marketing is not reserved. The marketing is strategic. The marketing is not reserved.
Oh my! They just had a huge one with marketing this weekend.
Yeah, a push at an event isn't going to get you anything because the only people that are going to get that push are the people that are at the event. And then all the other people are
and I feel
you need to
have
overwhelming hype to get
the marketing is also
general
showing
audiences.
Warner Brothers that you guys are still aware of Superman and you're asking for the marketing.
I want
if WB is ever going to panic, it's because no one's asking for anything because they're not aware. That's when you panic mode and you start doing crazy.
If you want the general audiences to come back and not the meme of
Yes,
DC on the internet and not DC in the theaters, you have to really let people know this is a huge event. Superman coming back.
Yeah, because every YouTuber knows
big
what the general audience wants.
Look what just happened to Minecraft, man. People know Superman's
where
coming.
was the push at the major event for Minecraft?
Minecraft.
They put trailers out. That was the push.
Is an anomaly because of the nostalgia from all these kids.
But they
growing up with
knew what
Minecraft
they
for
had,
years.
dude. These
Minecraft is Minecraft is one of the most played games of all time.
People are constantly forgetting that these people have like analysts that study this crap and study do the polls, do all that stuff. They have these numbers.
Real analysts and not people pretending to be analysts.
Yes,
I am a real
there's
analyst.
actual people that went to college for this and studied this stuff, study
That's a college
statistics, study how this works, and they put together these numbers for Warner Brothers. So
I went to my couch for this, and I'm still a real analyst.
We can't, and sure, and it's not all 100%. In the end of the day, every movie is going to be a gamble.
I'm allowed
anyway.
to have my. Joe brought this up again.
You are.
I'm allowed to have my opinion on the PR and the promotion for the film.
Sure,
and that's what's really going to get the general audience. That's what you should look for, in my opinion. What you should look for outside your bubble of movie talk. We all know about Superman.
You're contradicting yourself.
Why?
You're contradicting yourself because you're talking about the general audience, but you're also talking about a trade show. The general audience isn't a trade show.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, that is a contradiction. Yep.
No,
it's not for you. And if it's not for you, it's definitely not for them.
In general, we need to up the ante on the promotion of this film. Besides just the great trailer.
Oh my
The
God,
trailer's
Barbie
great.
strategy. You're getting
Is it
a
90
Barbie
days?
strategy, dude. Look what they did with Barbie. And again, it's not just me saying the
It is a
it's
strategy.
not just me
to
saying
save-
CinemaCon because of Flash. It's also because they said from the very beginning they were doing the Barbie strategy, which is
just
teaser in December, trailer in April.
Can I ask Max a couple of yes/no questions? Max,
this is my member stream, Joe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't want to go hard on that. I promised myself I would stop going hard on that.
I am a member right now, so let me ask you. Let me ask you a couple questions, Max.
Cool. Okay, I
think I got the link.
I was going to say, I forgot.
I agree, Donovan. The promotion for the dog hit harder than I could ever think of because of that Minecraft hit.
All right,
that is such a
couple
big
questions,
win.
Max. Couple questions.
Yes.
How do you feel about the marketing? Just brief questions. How do you feel about the marketing for Superman right now?
I think the trailers are great.
I know where he's going with this. I love it. You know?
Okay, hold back.
I like the first trailer better than the one with Crypto, the extended scene with Crypto and the robot and the screaming Superman. Even though I still think it's a good trailer, I don't agree with some directorial choices there, but it still looks like a solid movie.
How many films have you directed?
I'm allowed to have that opinion, Bruce.
Yeah,
I did.
What do you think? What do you think? What in your mind would make the marketing for Superman better right now?
as DC as a whole, I would like to hear some. I would like something said at CinemaCon that talked about maybe
Oh my God.
Supergirl or Lobo or something
Why?
like that.
Well, what's that got to do with
CinemaCon
Superman?
and stuff that's coming out this year, Max.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with Superman? Like, I'm asking about the Superman marketing.
And something more from Superman than just a few extra scenes. It's
Okay, all right.
they just interviewed Corn Sweat and
All right, well,
what's her name for like 30 minutes.
All right, well, now let me ask you this.
See the banner
How
perk?
do you feel about the marketing for Fantastic Four?
You see where he's
You
going?
know
with
what?
this?
You're right. The Fantastic Four marketing's been a little bit.
No, keep going, Joe. Keep going, Joe. He's not done. Joe's not done. Joe's not done.
You're absolully right. I now
Joe's
that I
not
see
done.
that-
Joe's not done. Go ahead, Joe.
No, let me finish. Let me finish because the focus has turned to Doomsday. Fantastic Four is done. It's filmed and it's coming out the same month. I think it's a little bit lacking for them too, unless at the very end they say you have to see Fantastic Four before you see Doomsday. No, I actually do agree with you. Fantastic Four has been lacking too.
I got one more question for you.
You know what? Actually, the Fantastic Four pre-art was absolutely horrible when they were all standing around. No, they were all standing around this button.
Good job, Joe. You made him divert the attention. His aim is now at Fantastic Four. Says
They had Pedro Pascal, the whole cast, all four of them, standing around this button that didn't even have any give, and they're like, "Here's the trailer." Yeah, the Fantastic Four marketing has been pretty bad. Doomsday has been amazing.
And how do you feel about the Jurassic Park Rebirth marketing?
It's over.
The difference there, Joe?
No,
the difference there is even though the last Jurassic
Can
Park
you
was
guys clip this?
garbage, the last Jurassic Park was garbage, it still made $1 billion.
What?
So
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying.
You lost, Max.
If
Give it
Jurassic
up.
Park Rebirth, wait,
we're talking about the marketing. So you're saying it doesn't need marketing? No,
I'm
you're saying it
saying-
doesn't need marketing.
$30.
So you're saying it doesn't need marketing?
I'm saying that the marketing for DC has added pressure, and you need to do more with it.
Minecraft relieved pressure.
Minecraft relieved
pressure.
back.
Minecraft relieved pressure of Superman. Warner Brothers is eating good right now.
Minecraft put more pressure on
It did
Superman.
not, Max.
No, it
Because-
didn't.
because
How could
they're
it?
like,
How could it?
They're going to be like, Minecraft, a story about blocks.
Dude, they don't give a shit as long as they're
$1
getting
billion,
money.
Superman can't get
Minecraft
$1
relieves
billion?
pressure.
All I'm
Minecraft
saying
relieves
is
pressure.
Jurassic Park opens in July, man. It opens in July. We're getting pretty close. Where's the second trailer? Where's the second trailer?
You're
They're
right, Joe.
dropping the ball on this marketing for
Okay.
Jurassic Park, man.
Okay,
They're
I
dropping
agree.
the
Max
ball.
doesn't care because it's not Warner Brothers.
No, I agree.
Minecraft
I agree,
relieves
but
pressure.
DC has more to prove than Jurassic Park.
I'm being
besides
facetious.
the
I'm being
quality.
facetious because we got months to go, and neither of these movies.
Yeah, but
none
this
of
is
these seen a trailer yet.
this
They're
is
all
not
the
a
same.
typical. This is not a typical release, Joe. Superman and reinvigorating DC is something completely different than another Jurassic World movie coming out when they were just made $1 billion.
And they don't want to
Where
overexpose that.
are they shelving Jurassic Park movies? No. They're shelving DC movies. They're shelving DC movies.
What
How are
did
they
they show
shelving DC
Superman?
movies?
Batgirl. They show Batgirl.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
for God's
That's
sake.
the old regimes movies.
Release
It doesn't
Batgirl.
matter. You have to get
No, it
the
doesn't
public
matter now.
back.
That's what we said
Hashtag release
yesterday.
Batgirl.
The Jurassic Park audience is still there. DC audience, some of them left and need to be brought back.
Max
You
and
need
Max
a bigger
and
push.
Max, no,
Yes.
because all those big pushes were done for each one of those last DC movies, and they all failed. They needed a new, fresh marketing strategy. The Barbie was the way to go.
Is limited and reserved.
Yeah, no, it's not limited and reserved. They're doing exactly what Joe's point is. They're doing exactly what the other people are doing. No
Okay.
more. Flash
No,
went overboard. Aquaman maybe not overboard, but Flash went overboard. Shazam might have gone overboard.
And
They
it's
went
been proven.
overboard.
It's been proven time and again with multiple films that you don't want to put out too many trailers too early because then the public gets burned out on it. You have to have a structured release, and we're talking about a movie that doesn't open until July, and it is not.
And no one is
mid-April
forgetting
yet.
about it, and no one's forgetting about Superman because people are constantly asking about the marketing. Warner Brothers sees that, they go, "Oh, like we don't need." The biggest thing is indifference. There is no indifference here. Warner Brothers
It's
sees
also
everything.
It's also made lists, like people like Fandango and a bunch of sites did polls. What is your most anticipated film? Superman keeps topping these charts. The desire to see this is already
This is
there.
the difference that you're conveniently avoiding, Joe. There is a DC problem. There has been for years.
Yeah, what's the problem?
This is not just a meme. This is reality.
Well, yeah, you can blame Snyder for that.
See, oh my God. Okay, Hamada had his chance with all those movies there. This is a reality. This is why there's more pressure on Superman, and this is why I believe, in my opinion, there needs to be a bigger push for Superman.
Well,
but it's not over yet, though.
They've already fixed that. They got rid of Snyder.
Oh God. No, this
well, you know
meme,
it's true.
this
you know
meme
true,
is
though.
a reality. So and even Marvel has having issues, but not like this. Marvel doesn't have this issue. DC does.
Yeah.
Now, you think it might have been instantly for you? It was instantly solved when Snyder had nothing to do with the continuation of DC and James Gunn's on board. That's for
Snyder.
you, right?
Are we talking about Snyder again?
Joe brought it up. Joe brought it up.
Yeah, I said Snyder chased the DC fans away. It's that simple.
In perp, you see where I'm going with this? So this is solved for you and Joe, okay? But not even all DC fans they're not all Snyder fans.
Why are you sharing this picture?
You weren't here for a second. I'm going over it. I'm saying this is the difference between the Superman marketing and marketing Jurassic World, because DC has a literal problem. They had movies shelved like Batgirl. They had all these movies changed. The regime has changed consistently. It's a different there's different circumstances surrounding this IP. It's very different. So there's a lot of pressure on this movie and needs a really good marketing push to get people back in the theater that have left. Not even just get Snyder fans, get DC fans that are like, oh, they're doing another reboot. What are DC doing? To regain consumer confidence. Some of you watching this and on the replay are like, James Gunn, that's enough to get my confidence back, but that's not enough for everyone, Joe.
Yeah, but you know what is? The trailer. People could see what they're doing.
They want to.
How do you think the dog went over?
I think the dog went over good. Yes.
Okay, so the trailer.
When you've got movies with like Tom Cruise, you can't lose.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't think just James
Cinema,
Gunn.
Wakanda Forever.
I think it's going to need something more than just James Gunn and good trailers to get the general audiences back. My opinion.
Did you see the toys they're releasing this week? The picture, the toys that are coming.
No.
Donovan, stop with the caps lock, please. It seems like you're yelling at me and monopolizing the chat. Go to Perp's channel.
He's the only one interacting.
Thank you. I'm always begging for Donovan so I can debate him.
Yeah. I'm allowed to have my opinion. I think there needs to be more.
Yeah, no, I
want
I
to
totally
succeed.
think I've been going way too hard on Max, and I'm
No, I
definitely
wanted
gonna
to
be
succeed.
You haven't been going hard enough.
So,
stop it.
No, I learned
True
a lot
that.
from that console that I lost $200 on, and how
okay.
I actually learned a lot from Pat the NES punk that covered that console.
Mhm.
Is
Shout out
criticize these constructive criticism, but criticism nonetheless on these things to what's presented to the general public and how it can attract new customers. And DC needs to attract new customers. It really does.
Here's all the toys and stuff that are coming out.
Okay. I think if you have crypto
that
Build-A-Bear,
comic book?
that would be amazing. You know,
Right? What do you mean
Build-A-Bear
comic
crypto.
book? Like, there's a comic book strictly about the movie. What do you mean by that's the comic?
No,
that's
those
the-
are two iconic comics that they are reprinting for Superman Day.
Oh, so like, but is Gunn inspired by those specific stories, or they're just random
One is the
stories?
first appearance of Superman, and the second one is when Neil Adams took over Superman and changed the way people viewed Superman.
Donovan, what are you talking about?
He's talking about Sinners.
I know.
Oh, I can't wait for Sinners.
Okay.
I heard the word of mouth has been stellar.
It's 12:30. I think we're gonna end the show. because I still haven't even exercised yet. Oh man, it's such a disastrous weekend. Let's stop the tradepocalypse, please. Stop the tradepocalypse.
Well, Voltaire said we have nothing to worry about.
I listen. I don't agree with Voltaire on everything.
Hey, I was extremely worried last week. This weekend has been very encouraging.
Wait
till next week.
All those people that were in the streets this weekend, where were they during the election?
Exactly. Well, I mean,
they got duped by this whole.
No, you're going to shame people now. Don't.
I don't want to shame them.
No, that's not the right way. That's not the right way.
Plain niceness doesn't work.
Look, I want to have sympathy for people.
Embrace people coming together. That's what we should do.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. People got brainwashed. People got brainwashed. Did they do a stupid thing?
Not
yes,
over yet.
They did. They did a very stupid thing. But we also, we have to welcome them back when they see the light, or else they'll never.
They just didn't want to elect a woman. They didn't want to elect a woman.
You're probably right, but damn, it does that, man. Okay.
Listen, I'm sick of playing nice with these psychopaths.
No, I don't want to go as far as Bruce is going.
I am.
Some people actually believe
he's not wrong.
No, some people believe. No, some people believed.
We're supposed to play nice with them.
Some people believed that he was going to bring down prices and didn't think he was a liar.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when people were going, the price of eggs, the price of eggs.
Yes, that impacts a lot of people's votes.
You're telling me that the price of eggs is more important than the fact that he raped women. Like it's like I'll pay more eggs.
He tried stealing He tried stealing our election. I think that's the biggest thing.
He caused an insurrection. I'll pay more for eggs and not have an insurrectionist.
He was trying to, divert our freaking democracy.
And then he gets in, and what happens? The price of eggs went up to like $12. So much for the price of eggs. I want to line all the people up who said the price of eggs.
I'm more concerned about the price of Switch too.
But here's the thing: us Democrats and shit, they got to learn how to talk to people because apparently the Republicans they can talk to people.
Well,
the Democrats
let's end this on a positive note, everyone.
Sure.
Have a good week. No, don't share the Cheetos meat.
Oh, please.
This has gone too political now. Unfortunately, Hollywood hasn't made it political
yet.
Everyone else has.
I think they're going to make it way more political. Let me tell you, because of this.
I'll tell you what. Anyone that's upset with woke or thought things were woke was a lot cheaper than this shit. Whatever the hell this is. Screw this stuff. I'm saying I wish all of you the best, all of you and your families. I hope everyone gets everything they need. I know I'm talking about the Switch 2, but it's not a necessity. I wish the best for everyone, and hopefully this next week ends on a better note than this last weekend. I hope so. I don't think it will, but I hope so.
Yeah, you realize the tariffs have not even gone into effect yet.
No, they have, but we haven't seen the impacts yet.
April 10th, they go into effect.
Okay.
Pull up my thing. Free movie. I'm recommending it to everyone. Banned Drugs. It's called Banned Drugs. There's a movie called Banned Drugs. Crazy action movies debuting in, I think, it's 6 hours. Free movie on YouTube. Why not? Go ahead. Have fun. The action is crazy in this one.
Did you say bad drugs or banned drugs?
It's banned drugs. It's banned drugs, but the action's crazy. There's an awesome pink car that gets blown up. It's really cool.
Blowed up.
Send it to me. I might watch that.
Sure.
It's only got 1 thumbs up.
Yeah, I know. I'm like probably the only person that watches this shit. But this one I've seen before. They
did show a tease for Peacemaker season 2. That's cool.
It didn't show much of it.
It's a tease. It's an actual tease.
I know. The only highlight was jumping a building, I think.
Would you get? Why is when I'm talking, people like to mess around with the banners and stuff, making me look silly. Not cool, Bruce.
Next is chicken jockeying. What? Chicken jockeying is very popular.
Oh, chicken jockeying.
Yeah, that's popular.
Making shit up.
Now you're gonna make me. Yeah. See now, Max. Now you make me want to do my impression of Aaron Fisher. I hear it's silly. People don't go for silly. Silly's not going to sell.
Silly's not going to sell, Max. What are you, silly? I'm still going to send it.
Have you seen those videos where he's like, I hear the movie is silly?
Well, you just help him out. You know, he gets a lot of views.
F him.
Hey Max, can you believe
F
Jack
him
Black
right
is
in
like
the
a
A.
$1 billion actor? Like low key, like he's
I
always
used
in
to
these
like
huge
Jack
hits.
Black. I mean, I don't hate him, but I'm really
Oh, I love
he's
it, dude.
annoying.
When you see how that guy interacts with
Jack
like
Black universe.
when you see that guy, the way he interacts with people that with special needs, and how he interacts with people that like he's an amazing guy. Like I'm so happy for him.
Good God, Joe.
Joe is freaking fighting gravel.
Putting tinfoil on popcorn so it stays fresh.
And you thought that would be good not to mute your mic when you did it? Come on, stream
It
etiquette,
stays fresh.
people. I'm putting tin.
Joe, you're classic.
He brought back the movie popcorn bucket again. He's putting tinfoil.
All right, I'm gonna get going. I gotta go. I'm tired.
I'm trying. And you're gonna leave before I end.
All right, end it.
Screw
Come on,
you.
go.
All right,
I
good
gotta
night,
go.
everyone. Have a good
I
one.
love everyone.